Hello?
Hi! We're live.
As professional as ever, guys.
I think the one good thing that comes from this is that this now means that my introduction to my game isn't the worst introduction to one of these we've had.
Are we good? Hello, welcome to Dragon Whales. I am Nonnie Townsend, an eldritch horror who, for the evening, has transformed one appendage into a human appearance so as to not drive all of our audience insane with terror. And tonight we will be continuing with part 2 of the survival horror micro game, That Which Hunts Them. I just realized I haven't actually opened up our dice roller. I'm going to do that. So, quick recap of what happened last time. Our 4 wonderful players went to a lovely, relaxing, mindful retreat where there was no evil ulterior motives whatsoever, only to discover that the entire place is an eldritch abomination in the making. As we left off, we had Glenn as Bob and Tim as Maeve being chased down by the altered version of the other guest in the garden, and being chased into the kitchen. We have James as Ron, attempting to interrogate the somewhat strange person in charge of the retreat. And we have Tim B as Brad, pushing his way into the bedroom of the minibus driver.
Did you notice that, Goose, that you were just Tim and I was Tim B?
Yeah.
It's
To be
The
fair,
hierarchy is firmly entrenched, isn't it?
to be fair, Tim
I
Goose
don't
has
play
spent all the
favourite.
time as other Tim, so it's just switched round on you now.
Yeah, terrible. I don't like it.
You've been Tim
Getting-
one for
I-
too long.
What I would just like to say that there has been 4 or 5 years of quite hard work to make sure that I am Nonnie's favourite Tim. And I'm sure that when the situation changes and when Glenn is running it, Glenn, you'll be best Tim, B for best, and I'll be Tim Grim or whatever it is.
With Tim B, the fact that I know him more is actually detracts from.
I'm sure
No,
when
and
everything
also,
opens up again, I'll be regularly visiting Scotland.
and Tim Goose has put a lot of work into getting into my good books this week, so I'm just saying Maeve is the only character who's going to survive.
that was a given from the offset.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna die first.
So yeah, that is where we left off last week. So now I know that. So just as we finished last week, the hazard level was also raised. It went from.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, there's something wet on my table, and I just realized where the puddle was.
It wasn't me.
I exploded a bottle of Dr. Pepper.
Hmm?
So-
That's what she calls me.
She's so misunderstood.
You're my little Dr. Pepper bottle. Oh, shit. So
Horrifying
the
vision
hazard
into your
level has gone.
two's relationship.
The hazard level has gone from low to medium. That means that the hazard number, that is the number that must be rolled to raise the hazard again to high, has changed from a 5 to a 6. Now, Bob and Maeve did see some effects of what happened. You saw some changes in the kitchen, that there is now this vivisected, cow-like rotting thing
Yeah.
somehow still alive on the counter.
It is very unsanitary.
Yeah, definitely violating some kind of health code. But I'm going to cycle around the other two because this raising the hazard level will also affect them where they are.
And ours are less interesting, so that's what when you come back for the second episode, you start with the less interesting things before you carry on like the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I was just thinking that would be a good place to pick up from the cliffhanger since we didn't see anything from you guys.
Go for
I
it.
cannot believe that James has taken offence at being put first in the running order.
So,
He's taken offence at a slight that he generated himself.
no, I did not take offence. I was just explaining kind of how narrative devices. That didn't mean I was taking offence.
James, when you got picked first for the football team, were you just outraged?
There is very, very little data to get back to you on that, Glenn.
So is this James? Is this your way of saying that you don't want to go first?
I actually do want to go first, or Tim to go first. Sorry, Tim best. The other two, if they went first, I'd be livid.
Okay. So you'd just be livid either way.
No, I'm happy. I can't. I'm not angry. Okay.
Well, that's it.
Okay. So
It's just like a football team again.
give me 2 seconds. I actually need to remember what the names were.
Nikki
Is Nikki. That's the one.
got him in my notes.
Good. This is what I get for having physical notes and digital notes, is that I just get confused. So, James,
Hello.
Ron and Nikki were in the dining room. Is that correct?
Yeah, she wouldn't let me into her room, which is understandable.
Now, so but as this is a manor house, there is a door that leads to a little corridor off to the kitchen. So you do hear a very muffled through several doors. You hear the slam of a door. The whole house, this slam, even though it was far away, and it wasn't that hard of a slam, somehow it still seems to reverberate through the whole house. You feel a slight wave of rumble pass it on the floor underfoot. As this dining room that's already set out with all the plates and the cutlery for breakfast, the fireplace in this room slowly starts to smolder and smoke, and then a small fire rises up just in the fireplace and starts crackling away. There's a slight shake from the trays of cutlery, whilst you see the silverware slight tarnish ever so slightly, and a slight off smell like rotting vegetables starts to come from covered serving dishes along the side of the room.
I'm going to imagine that Nikki just farted.
Nikki stands there in the doorway and just smiles at you and says, "So you said there was something you wanted to talk to me about?"
A little bit confused, but he kind of puts on his detective face. He says, "Could you sit down, please?" Nikki, what was your surname?
Nikki Trainer.
How ironic.
How so?
Why is that
Because
ironic?
I thought you were... No, you're a mental health guru. You're not a trainer of people. It's fine, I don't understand the job. Nikki, how many of these retreats have you run in the past, please?
Oh, really difficult to say. After a while, you do kind of lose track.
Ballpark figure.
She thinks she looks like she's putting on a show, counting in her head. But she's very still while she's doing it. So you don't know if she's actually trying to think back, but she says triple figures.
I see. How? I mean, in terms of marketing, how do you get people into this? Because you don't have a very good online presence.
Well, that's the thing. As you can see, we don't have many places. We tend to find that the people who most need our retreats find us.
And how did Marvin Tabbitt find you?
I never asked.
What do you know
I
of...
hate this bitch. I hate this bitch.
Oh, me too.
Fucking hate her.
What do you know of Marvin Tabbitt, please, Ms. Trainer?
He came across as a very curious individual.
Nothing else that you've you know of him from his booking or anything like that?
I have known him for about as much time as you have. I don't really know what sort of information I could give you. And to the best of my knowledge, he's not missing.
Well, that is maybe he is currently a person of interest. These retreats, have you had any unusual occurrences at any previous retreats?
They're all so different. It would be difficult to say what usual even is.
Well, what happened on the last one?
We all had fun.
How many staff do you have here?
Just me. And I realized that you guys gave the that driver another name, and I forgot to write it down. I have him down as Patrick, but I think you called him like Blair or something. Blake?
Oh, I don't
Blade.
remember. I didn't write that down.
No, I didn't write that down either.
I have him down as Patrick.
Cool,
Patrick will
Patrick.
Patrick. Just you and Patrick, did you say?
Well, Patrick's a contractor.
Who does the cooking?
Oh, the cook does.
So who is the cook?
The cook's the cook.
And do they have a name?
The cook.
You said it was just you and Patrick.
Yes.
And the cook. The cook as well. Do they not count as a person too?
What is a person?
Oh, it's very profound.
You're right there,
How long
James.
have you been doing this? Yeah, I'm just trying to. She's been. I massively dislike
I
her,
can't
but
stand
then,
this bitch.
but Ron doesn't really like anyone, so
Yeah.
it's nothing for him. Do you know where the cook is now, Ms. Trainer?
I imagine the cook is in the kitchen.
Interesting. I can tell that I'm probably not going to get much of use out of you this evening, Ms. Trainer. I hope that Marvin shows up unharmed and of sane mind. I'm going to go and have a chat to the cook. And I'm just going to walk off and into kind of where I heard the slam come from.
She doesn't move, but as you walk away, you do hear her say, "Good luck."
Ron's going to pause, turn around to her, and then just kind of give her a good hard stare, and then carry on walking.
Okay. Should we see what?
And then throw a plate at her. See if she catches it. No, not really.
Do you?
No.
Are you sure you don't want to throw a plate?
No, is it like an apple or something?
No. There isn't any visible food in that room. Just
What-
plates and cutlery.
Is there anything close to hand that I could throw at her? Because I really do want to.
So you could throw a plate.
No, that seems quite aggressive. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, whereas throwing something else would be much less aggressive.
You could
If
say catch.
You might throw like an apple to someone and go, "Oh, here's an apple." Like you very rarely throw cutlery or plates at people.
I think there's a difference between throwing something to someone and throwing something at someone.
Yeah. Because if you throw an apple at someone, that is still quite aggressive.
Quite aggressive.
That is
yeah.
true. But I would say if you throw a plate to someone, that is still a dick move.
It depends.
If you've not worked with me and Glenn in the kitchen,
Yeah, well, no, and I'm very thankful for that.
You should be.
Brad, you have just sensed slight weakness in Patrick's resolve to not talk to you and have pushed into his room to have a little chat.
yes, I recall. I think the last thing I said was that he was going to talk to me, right? That just to clarify my addled brain into what happened. So is there anywhere I can sit? Is there a sitting area? Something I can sit on?
Yeah, there's the bed and there's a chair. The bed has definitely been slept in. Now the door slams from below. Just as this is as you're stepping in, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you see, like you also you don't quite hear the slam, but you do feel that wave of rattling that seems to shake loose what had appeared to be empty spiders' webs, but now you do see that there are some sort of little scuttling things along the walls. A little bit of wallpaper peels down, and generally,
oh my God! Did you feel that? Did you feel that, Patrick? Did you feel that? Like this. There's like the building. Does it like shake all the time and stuff, or is this like new?
difficult to say, really. I don't pay attention.
But you said you said maybe like a week ago. You said that we could like talk about like what's happening and stuff.
Fine. What do you want to know?
Well, so when I told you I did tell him everything, didn't I? In excruciating detail.
It was excruciating.
So maybe I won't do that again. I'll say, well, the thing that like is like the weirdest it was when that guy Marvin, he just like disappeared. Like has that happened before?
Yeah.
My character's not used to people who only say one word in a sentence. Like,
Mate, it happens every time.
I see, and like, isn't that like scary and stuff? Like, why do you still come here?
The paycheck.
Right, but like, do like people like die and stuff?
I don't know. I don't ask too many questions.
Like, what questions like do you ask?
I don't know. I if there's something wrong with the deposit in my bank, I ask about that.
Right,
We get to the manor. I come to my room, and then that's that.
Has anyone ever done like this before and come and talk to you and stuff?
They've tried.
Like I'm trying, or like what? Like, I don't understand.
Suck him off.
Am I gonna have to roll dice to determine Patrick's sexuality?
Just to determine how much chemistry there is. It is electric
It's
as an
popping off.
I seem to recall I asked the question last before James interrupted. So like who's come here before and like what happened to them?
Depends who it is, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, but like who? Like tell me about someone.
I don't pay attention. They're different every time. There's old ladies who are looking for a holiday. There's students on a gap year. It's
So like who was the last one? Like the last person who you saw at night. Who was that? Like I don't want to know about anyone else, just want to know who the last one was. Like tell me about one person who you've like seen and talked to on one of these visits. Just one person. Like give me an example. Like an example. You know, like one example. I don't like does that make sense? Am I talking like another language? Like are you like from another country and stuff? Or do you like speak American?
He looks at you dead in the eye and says, "What do I have to give you to get you to go away?"
You have to give me something that happened to a person that is here.
So he's trying to think back, and he's like, "Well, mate, I do this every weekend. It's fuck. I suppose there was some old biddy last week. Sandri, Sarah, maybe. I don't know.
Like, what happened to her?
I just heard a scream, mate. I put my headphones on. I listened to an audiobook.
Who is this sociopath?
I really like Patrick so far. He's the most relatable character in this game.
It's quite difficult to have a conversation with him, James.
Okay. But so he kind of looks you up and down. He's like, "You're not just gonna go away, are you?"
I mean, like, people say this like all the time. Like, I like never do, you know?
Look, it's like we're okay. If you give me a mind roll.
Sure. How much do I have to wager?
So if you succeed in this, he will give you a clue.
Okay.
Mm.
How much am I wagering? 1 or 2?
So, where are you? How much do you? I'm going to say you're wagering 2.
Okay, cool. And then I will roll, and people have to remind me what a success and failure is in terms of numbers.
So you're rolling 2d6.
Hello. One. Roll. Hang on, it's not working. Why aren't you working? I'm clicking on the button and it won't roll. Oh,
They rolled. You got.
Oh,
You
my
rolled so
God.
many. You rolled
Sorry,
so
there was
many
there was a
times.
delay there. I was going to roll 2 now, and then right. So this one is a 5, and the next one is a
Not a 1. Not a 1.
4. 4. It was a 4. It's a 9.
That's a 9. So you lose that energy.
Yeah.
But
But he is willing to help you. So
Yeah.
You've annoyed him into helping you.
I mean,
This
that's
is
very much how I live in real life, Glenn.
So, give me 2 seconds. I need to send a message.
Arnie, your social life can wait.
No. This is relevant.
Nonny, why have you sent me a picture of your breasts?
Oh, I sent that an hour ago. You need to check your phone more.
I really should, yeah. Can I have 5 minutes quickly, guys? 2 minutes.
So
We can only see you from the neck up, James. You can just.
Do you want to say what finally irritates him into agreeing to help you, or?
Yeah, it's he Patrick notices that his t-shirt says "tap out" on it. It's like it's not a t-shirt. It's like one of those like really like little vest tops that Jim Bunnyman wear, and it has "tap out" on it, and that really irritates him.
Okay. So he kind of looks you up and down, takes you in, and it's like, look, if I give you something that might help, will you fuck off?
I think you muted yourself.
Yeah, you are.
Oh no! My elbow hit the mute button.
The dream.
Like, yeah, mate. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. That's okay. Yeah, I can leave. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna help me, and then I'm gonna like leave and stuff.
Okay, so it's the house. The house will fuck with you, but I might have something that can help. And so he goes to like a sort of discarded backpack that's got like clothes that are kind of pulled out, probably a pair of dirty underwear on top of it.
Oh.
He moves it about and he starts rummaging around in his backpack. He's like, they don't like iron. Okay? They don't like iron. And so I have a charm that they gave me that's iron, but they can see through it. And he's sort of like rummaging about in this bag. And he's just stopped. And he's like, it's someone. It's not here. And he rounds on you. He's like, you've been fucking with my bags.
My character just looks absolutely baffled as it is possible to look, because he wasn't even really understanding what the guy was looking for as it was being explained to him. No, why would I want anything like your bags? You're like poor and stuff. Like,
He's absolutely livid. He says, no, you need to go. You need to go because someone's taking this from me.
yeah, like, it wasn't like me.
It could have been your ticket out, but you fucked it up, didn't you?
I don't even understand what I like did. If I'd taken this thing, like, why would I have like been so like talking to you and stuff about like what it is you like knew, you know?
I don't care. He starts to bodily push you out of his room.
Is there anything I can grab to just like hit him on the head with?
That escalated very quickly.
Yeah, is there like a vase nearby?
Yeah, there's a vase. There's a vase on
vase.
the dressing table.
Right, I'm gonna hit him with it.
So the vase explodes upon impact, showering the both of you in thousands of tiny spiders.
Whoa!
My character's going to freak the fuck out. Freak out. And get him off me.
He's reeling back, and he's brushing them off, and he's got it's a small cut on his head but it's just starting to piss blood.
I've done that.
And he's kind of trying to get these things off him, and he points to the door and he absolutely bellows, "Out!"
My character is not leaving so much as like screaming and flapping at himself, just accidentally in the direction of the door.
The moment you step over the threshold, the door is slammed behind you.
Okay, cool. Are there any more spiders on me?
Strangely enough, as soon as you seem to leave the room, it seems like they all stayed in there.
Oh, that's cool. Trying to think of a good pun, but I can't think of any. So my character is just he sort of composes himself and like takes a big deep breath and then just shouts, "Run! Run!" and then just starts running vaguely in the direction of where he thinks run is.
Okay. I'm gonna briefly go back to Bob and Maeve in the kitchens.
Back to you in the studio.
Cool.
Bob and Maeve in the kitchen
I've
sounds
just
like a
finished
cooking show.
puking. From a mix of the adrenaline of the run of being chased by old Marvin, and also this carcass on the table, and I finished puking.
Definitely beating. Can you technically call it a carcass?
Okay, sorry, the thing on the table. Is there anything that resembles a stick nearby?
So there are very close to you. There are various disgustingly dirty cooking utensils, but they're all quite short. They're all like about a foot long. It's like wooden spoons, spatulas, that kind of thing. Now there is the fireplace down at the other end of the room, where there are things like pokers that are a little bit longer.
I assess the situation and I go, Bob.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I think you should poke that thing just to see if it's alive or not. I would, but I'm just a little girl and frankly it's inappropriate.
Oh, no worries, love. I'll do that for you. I'll go and grab
Don't call me love.
My dream was to hear Tim say, "I'm just a little girl," and it's not appropriate.
You can die happy now, James.
Can I mention that my text alert?
Yeah, I would like to grab the poker next to the fireplace and give the beating heart thing a prod. Not in its heart. That seems rude.
Fuck, man, that's dark.
I don't want to prod its heart itself. I think that's a bit rude. But I'll prod, I don't know, a shoulder. I'll prod a shoulder.
A man came into my kitchen the other day and prodded me in the heart. How rude!
So you're going to poke the thing on the counter.
I'm gonna give it a good prod.
Okay, so you retrieve this poker. Now it's longer than a wooden spoon, but it's still only sort of 2-3 feet long. It's not that long. So you do have to get closer than you had been.
Yeah, I wanna sort of lean so I'm standing as far away from it as possible.
You do still have to get a little bit closer. Now
I'm comically behind Bob like this.
A Beano cartoon.
Yeah.
So you see the sort of at the edges, the whatever cut this thing up, did so very haphazardly. So the edges and the cuts are all quite ragged, and sort of where there are points of meat, they've started. You can see that they turn red and then green at the edges, but still in the middle there's this moldy looking heart that's still kind of beating quite fast, actually. And so it looks a bit like it's probably a pig, but the limbs are quite long on it, and sort of like arranged a little bit odd, but like the skull and the head are definitely pig. So where is it that you're poking this pig?
Shoulder, that seems polite. You know, you tap someone on the shoulder.
Tell you what.
I hate it when she pulls that face because she's always thinking of something horrible to do to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna ask for
A body,
I'm not gonna
body
be-
check.
no. This is gonna be a spirit roll. I'm gonna ask
great.
you to wager 1 point of energy.
Brilliant. I've got lots of spirit.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Because
no,
I'm,
can I
because
ask,
I'm
by the way,
willfully ignorant.
that thing with the iron talisman thing that was missing.
Oh yeah.
Was that a clue? Was that a clue?
The house is weak to iron.
Cool. Does that mean we all get a point of something back?
No,
No.
it's not evidence, it's a clue.
Oh, what's the difference?
So you don't get energy back on when you get a
Evidence, you get 1 point back.
no, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
It says it there.
Where?
All players gain an energy point of their
yeah.
choice when evidence is found due to their newfound
Okay, cool.
hope.
My bad. Yes. That is a bit of evidence. Everyone gets a piece of. Sorry. I'll get
Yay,
back
I'm back to full stats.
Oh, cool. I'm not on body 1 then anymore.
Yeah, because I was on mind 1 by that point. It's like you go, oh, it's very obvious what that 1 goes into.
I rolled a 1 or a 2, 1 and a 2 to poke. So I rolled 3 to poke the pig.
That's a good thing. That's a good.
No,
do it
that's
too?
No,
not.
it's bad. It's a
Oh
bad.
no!
So you both fail and lose that wagered energy. So it was one.
How do you fail poking a pig?
I was not one wagering whether or not.
I've been pondering that question for a long time.
I was wagering whether or not he was going to wake it up.
Oh no!
So you poke it with the end of this poker. Now, despite the fact that pokers are not particularly sharp, the point of it sinks into the flesh of this thing,
Oh, that
like,
is rude.
Oh.
um,
Shoulder of the meat is actually really tasty.
It is.
Mhm. I don't. This has definitely been left out for a while, so I mean, I wouldn't.
You
I
heat
would
anything
like-
to 84 degrees and you're good.
Glenn,
That-
just no, please.
Now, as this does, you see now you hadn't even originally even seen that the lungs were still there because they're withered and sticky in the chest cavity. But with this thing sticking into its shoulder, they take a deep rasping breath, and the legs start to twitch and move, and then one of the sort of front legs of this pig just bashes out at the poker, completely throwing it from your hands, but also taking a bit of its own meat from it.
Oh, okay.
And it starts to climb up off the table.
Okay, I would like to do something. I am going to immediately scream, forget the dirtiness of my situation, and go, ah! Grab one of the horrible, manky, rusty knives that are on the side and just have at this thing, going, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Losing any pretense of cool that I have had at any point.
But unfortunately, you mistake the pig for Glenn's character.
You can do that.
People
but
that is what I do.
Considering that this is going to be, you are going in close quarters with this thing. I'm going to get you to do a body roll, and you are going to be wagering 2.
Yeah, no, I fully understand that. I'm not thinking rationally in this situation.
Yeah.
I would love it if you absolutely fuck it up and become like the party champion.
What do you mean become the party champion? That is a
remain the party champion.
That's a 6, my friend. So opposite. I have fucked it up, but not in the way that we thought.
Oh no!
Okay.
That's the hazard number.
You get keep the energy.
Oh, I get to keep the energy! Yay! Result for me.
But we're now into a high hazard level. Is that right?
Yeah.
Hi. So the hazard number is now 9 or 10. Now, so you are in the kitchen. Let me check something real quick. What did I have down? Okay, so behind you,
I've just got some hazard pasta. I'm just going to put myself on.
So you fling yourself at this thing, and you see that the given the fact that its legs are unusually long, the strange configuration of the joint are actually allowing it to stand bipedal, and it's just a bit taller than Bob, about human height. So flinging yourself at this thing.
I'm desperately unhappy.
I'm trying to figure out how badly you can fuck this up while still conceivably having not lost any body energy. So
I'm 19. I'm very resilient.
While Lonnie thinks, can I just point out that Twitch doesn't allow any pornographic content at all, but I'm sure it's for some reason going to be absolutely fine with Tim eating pasta while cringing.
Is it doing it for you, Tim?
Oh, like
I'm on mute, so that you don't.
You're lucky the laptop's quite far down my knees, or it would already be up there. You know what I mean? Like
Tim, there's enough horror in the game already.
I'm sorry, Tim.
There's enough specifically eldritch horror.
So, Maeve, you fling yourself at this thing. Thing is that this house is quite old. Flagstones on the floor in the kitchen aren't as carefully laid as the ones in the hallway, and are not as smooth. And you catch your foot catches as you go forwards on a slight unevenness, and you pitch forward, and the knife does sink in to something in this thing's sort of abdomen, but it ruptures something, releasing another wave of stench from it, just sickly sweet and thick. And you hear the slight buzzing as flies start to crawl out and fly away. I'm so sorry, you're eating.
Yeah, you enjoying your food?
Put it down.
Out of this particular piece of offal. But you lose your grip on the knife as you're falling, and you put a hand out to stop you, but this thing is still in the way, and your hand makes contact with it, and it's sticky and has no resistance to it whatsoever. It just shreds away under your fingers, and you continue falling past it, sprawled out on the floor. It's quite a hard knock. It wins you for a second, but probably hasn't done any serious damage. At the end of the corridor, the end of the room, the fire in that fireplace, it has intensified. The room's becoming suddenly quite hot. It's actually quite uncomfortable to be in that. Not that it was particularly pleasant to begin with, but now you can feel that in just a few moments, your clothes are sticking to your body from sweat. It's become quite uncomfortable, and you two as well have noticed another rumble again shakes through the building. Now, James, you were on your way to the kitchen, weren't you?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah. Hearing that scream, have you done anything?
Gone quicker.
Thank you, my favourite person.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you burst into this room. Brad, you've probably also heard this scream. Have you done anything?
Yeah, I let out a slightly shrill shriek in response, and then run towards the scream as well, because I'm assuming it's my friends.
Mm-hmm.
My best friends, my only friends, the people I love them. I love them.
through-
I love them. You know what I mean? Like I really care about them.
Okay, I want to check something first. Now, so you're going through the main entrance hall to get there, aren't you?
Am I? I don't have a map.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So, as you hear the scream and you respond in kind with a shriek, I am imagining like if you meow at a cat,
And then
or
he
like a
goes back.
cat meows at you and you meow back.
Yeah.
No,
It's not. It's not like he's trying to communicate with the scream. Like trying to go. Maybe I could talk to this scream in its own language, and it will understand that I mean it no harm. What I'm doing is I'm hearing a sound that sounds scary, and immediately, because I have no filter whatsoever, just like, just just exactly, like a very camp scream in response to something clearly not very dangerous over the distance.
It's just how Brad runs.
Yeah.
okay.
Can't run without.
So, you feel this rumble pass through the house again as you run towards the stream. Now you come to the stairs, and these are some grand wooden staircase. This lovely, beautiful craftsmanship on it. And as your foot sets down on the first step, it sinks into it, like sand on a dune, to the ankle.
I will immediately try to pull my foot back out, bracing against the banister.
So it does pull out. Now, like, when I say it sinks in, there is some purchase. You could probably get down the stairs, but
I'd have to be careful.
Yeah.
Could I just slide down the banister?
You could. I would
like it's 11 o'clock and I'm drunk and I'm about to go into Angel Tube Station.
Sliding down the banister would get you to the middle landing. You'd have to slide down again.
That's fine. I'm happy to slide down twice.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that? Or I mean,
yeah, you're gonna.
What is the safest way down?
Jump.
I will say this.
Swim down.
Going down the staircase will not harm you.
She said that in such a suspicious
that sounds like a
way.
bargain, doesn't it? Like, so when you wish for something from a genie. Oh no, that wish won't harm you.
I will fulfill your wish plus irony.
I think my character would have been absolutely freaked out by the stairs. Let's be really clear here. I think we've very much established my character as a sexy
like
coward.
when you see a mouse on the floor and go and try and stand on the table.
Yeah, it's basically it's me with an accent. We're going for me with an accent. That's what
I'm a sexy coward.
That's actually my Tinder profile, isn't it? Is there another way down that's not the stairs?
It's basically the stairs or the banister, or you can get yourself out of a window.
Is there a cleaning cupboard anywhere on this floor that I could roughly guess at? Something that looks like a cleaning cupboard, because my character's misunderstood what it means when it says the house is weak to iron, and it's going to look for an iron.
On that portion of the hallway, there is Patrick's room, Nikki's room, and a bathroom.
I'll look at the bathroom. I will panic and go look in the bathroom and see what I can find.
So you in the bathroom. Now it is again like these are all quite old fittings. Now you don't find an iron, but you do see that places where you'd expect there to be iron, like in nails on the floorboard, pipes, hinges, things like that. None of them seem to be iron.
What is it instead? Like brass? Copper?
Yeah, it's like brass, copper, other metals, or it looks like ceramics in some cases.
I'm so sorry for running through all of the metals that we both knew immediately.
Yeah, it does look like this house was very much constructed with the idea that there is no iron. But you do remember that going through the gates, they seemed to be iron.
Cool. I'm really glad that popped into my head just now. In that case, my character is going to fucking Geronimo down the banister.
Okay, I am gonna. You wager one body for that.
Are you sure it's not spirit? I did yell Geronimo.
Okay, look, you can wager.
It makes no difference. It makes no difference. I'm just being silly. It makes no difference.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see what I get. I have got a 3 and a 1. That's a 4.
4. That's good. That's just a regular success, so you lose that. Oh, wait, no, it's good. That's sorry. I was looking at the wrong hazard thing. I thought you were about to beat everyone.
Yeah, no. Can you imagine me going, right, I'm going to slide down these balusters and there's this voice going, you had sinned against this house. That's something awful happening. Like, you know, my arse catches the splinter of doom.
Okay. So,
does that get me down both balusters or just one?
No, that gets you down both.
Okay, good.
No, I will say that as you pass down, you do land. So you land on the on the carpet down below. As you were passing the middle staircase, you see that the stag skull is now swarmed with those pink flesh maggots that you saw earlier.
I give that a very wide berth.
Mm-hmm. Now, you sit down in the middle of the carpet. Now, the carpet is very ornate and lovely. Now, it seems though like the pattern is swirling. And it's actually very calming. It's almost like
hypnotic.
Yeah, it's hypnotic. It's like a visual version of listening to one of those meditation soundtracks, like the gentle wave.
Like watching fractals over and over.
Yeah.
You do also hear something in this room. It's very, very faint. You almost hear like breathing or rustling, and it's coming from all around you.
Cool. I think my character is going to ignore that completely and then shout, "Run!" and then move in the direction of the screen once more.
Sorry, Tim. Ron is walking very, very, very slowly through a door.
Okay. We go with Ron entering the kitchen. I will say at this point, that basically everyone will be entering that kitchen within a few moments of each other.
That is bullshit. There was a scream. James said that he was going quicker. Tim tried to walk down the stairs, investigated a bathroom for 5 minutes, and then went down some banisters.
I completely agree with James.
Okay.
James.
Okay, fine. If you want to...
James, you went down those stairs with bad knees and you were just really slowly inching your way down them.
I've been walking through this door for 20 minutes.
Okay. Ron...
Nobody's funnier when they're angry than James Pedersen.
It's my defining trait.
So, Ron, you enter the kitchen. You see Maeve sprawled out on the ground with a knife off in the corner. You see a shambling fucking pig zombie rounding on Bob. And it is incredibly hot. What do you do?
Well, hang on.
Sexy.
Well, I take off my top.
No,
You didn't tell me that the pig zombie was very attractive. That changes everything.
Cool. I'm gonna throw a plate at it. Or whatever's to hand, I'm gonna pick it up.
Waiting to throw that plate ever since you found it.
Yeah, this is for you, Nikki.
Yeah.
This is the Greek wedding I never had.
Okay, so yep, there is a stack of plates on the counter by you.
Stack means that you can really rapid fire them.
That's the plan.
Now, okay. Where's my dice? I want to
We are-
roll something.
We are
So
so
you
close
do-
to a Shaun of the Dead situation right now.
That's my favourite plate.
Roll for it. You're quite close to it, so it shatters off this thing, but shards of it are left lodged in its back now.
As I do that, I'm going to shout, Bob, Maeve, get the fuck out.
Okay. Ron, odds or evens?
I will take odds. Just don't know why. I looked at all of you and thought odds.
Hey, lucky old
Okay.
you, it does not round on you. It continues towards Bob.
That's the
Aw.
opposite of what I wanted
I
to happen.
I was willing James to do well at that role, and now I wish I hadn't.
So
Literally, I'm trying to go get out and whilst throwing plates to try and get his attention and moving around. That's the aim.
Is it-
okay.
Yeah, this
Can I
is very
go
Shaun of
and
the
grab
Dead.
the poker and just try and hack at it?
You
Bob,
can.
I got one body back, and I'm feeling brave.
Okay, so both of you are going to continually attack this thing in order to give Maeve an out.
Yeah.
Is that
Apparently
gonna
so.
She's the daughter I never had. I do have a daughter in this scenario, but she's the second daughter I never had.
I'm going to get you both to give me body rolls.
Alright.
I can't do the trick every time. Okay.
I got a 9. I don't know what that means.
Oh, fuck you, Glenn!
that's a hazard.
Is it?
You're now up to deadly.
I have not succeeded in a single roll in this entire game. I
To
rolled
be fair,
last session. I
that is
rolled
the
all
character
double.
as you've written him.
Yeah.
I see. I got 5, 2, 3.
Okay, so Bob, so
Do I
One
lose
clue.
the point?
Found
Bobby?
one
I'm going
clue.
to check something.
Do I lose the point that I wagered?
No, you get to keep it.
Yes.
James does not. Now, I do want to say that at this point, the probability of a hazard number being rolled whilst we're in deadly is 22.2%.
Oof.
If anyone rolls a hazard number now, you all die.
Yay!
Glenn, I hope you've got a session planned for next week.
So James, so you succeed. So
I'm aiming for the heart, by the way. If I see a heart exposed, fuck politeness. I'm aiming for it.
James, you've
Okay,
played
yeah.
video games. You know the glowing red
most
spot is always the weak
impolite
spot.
of plate throwers you can imagine.
Okay, so what I'm going to say then is, yes, James, you managed to draw this thing's attention. It slowly starts shambling towards you. The intestines have now fallen just fully out and are dragging along the floor behind it, leaving a slimy trail. Now you are managing to sort of cut bits off of this with every single thing you throw. I presume that you're not carrying the stack of plates; you're just kind of grabbing stuff off of like the
Yeah.
counter. So with each separate thing, like at one point you throw what appeared to be just like a rusty fish slice, which did indeed sever part of the intestines that was dragging, just kind of leaving it pooled on the floor. It doesn't seem to slow it down, but it is also not walking particularly fast.
Bob,
Now,
on the other hand.
Bob, you grab the poker off the floor where it had been flung, and you dramatically pull your arm back to try and do your moment of heroics for your surrogate daughter. And in doing so, you knock the latch off the door.
Oh no.
And it swings open, showing Marvin standing right there.
Oh, hi, Marvin.
Marvin takes a step into the door And he smiles. He smiles very wide. He smiles wider than he should be able to smile.
Nice.
You see now that
I can do that as well. It's creepy.
you see now that his teeth seem mismatched and unusually sharp. And he says, "Oh, I found you." As another rumble throws itself throughout the house. Shall we say that this is the point where Brad?
Yeah, I was about to say exactly the same thing, and somehow I've lost my top, and I'm now topless and oiled. I'm very well oiled.
That's what you were doing in the bathroom. Why has Maeve not moved at all?
Maeve is like, I assume there's just been like a what's the word? Barrage of movement around her, and she's been a bit like, and then as the back door opens to reveal Marvin, and then Brad storms in. I go, "Can everyone stop opening fucking doors?" Hi, Brad.
Are you not sure who to move towards, Brad or Marvin? Which one's worse?
Fucking Marvin.
Which one is the biggest eldritch horror?
I don't know what I don't know if my character really says anything. He just sort of strides in and strikes a pose.
I'm fucking grabbing Bob by like the scrum of his neck, and then just dragging him out. The scruff of his neck, not the scrum. I don't know what that means.
Yes, yeah. It's all right. Don't worry.
You're dragging him out of the kitchen.
Yeah, past Brad, and I'll be pushing Brad, and then I'll go, "Maeve, gave you a chance."
I will grab Maeve and try and help
pull
her out.
Okay, so I've run out during all of this. I'm running away.
I'm still helping her. I'm helping her anyway. No matter.
Yeah. And then going,
"Get off! I don't need your help."
And then you go, "No, carry me,
Brad's
Maeve, carry me."
the surroundings for me, so I can just slip out.
So, where are you running to?
There's only two doors, I assume, and one of them's got Marvin in it. So I'm gonna go for the back to the dining room with the deer skull.
Hoping that Nikki. We'll see if Nikki's still there, so I can beat her up.
So running into the dining room. So the deer skull is in fact in the main hallway.
Oh, okay. Phew.
But, so you run into the dining room. Now, did you leave the door open or closed?
I will slam the door closed after they all get out.
Okay, so you all leg it down. This is a short hallway, but you leg it down, and you pile in to the dining room without really looking where you're going.
Yeah.
Beforehand. You don't know if Nikki is currently in the dining room because the dining room is entirely filled with smoke. Where did I put the dining room? There we go. You see the flickering of fire. That looks like the table was on fire, and the fireplace, the fire that was in the fireplace, is spilled out. Now, it is the flames are spreading. You have now you could go back out through the other door. There is also the door to the main hallway, or there is a window. You can kind of see roughly where they might be, but it is very, very hot. If you stay in here for very long, you will probably end up getting burnt.
I'm gonna try and open the window and get out that way. And if that fails, I'm gonna throw Bob through the window.
Well,
I will help throw Bob through the window.
I'm kind of muttering to myself, just angrily, just be like, should have fucking let a fucking bitch in a fucking shop come here instead of fucking stealing them. And then I want to just find a heavy thing and throw it at the window, going.
Okay, so the window explodes with a crash.
What I love about this image is that me and Bob are like, hang on, where's the catch on this thing? Smash! Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm unraveling. I'm not entirely sure if you can figure that out.
But what about character?
A breeze from outside briefly sucks a whole bunch of the smoke out of the window, and there, you can see into the garden. And it's not a long jump to get onto the ground. I will not make you roll anything.
Please.
To get
I suggest we all just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Can I? Yeah. That end of stream. Fantastic. That's good. We've all won.
I mean,
Can I recommend we take a little break here? This seems like the best time to take a little break for our viewer.
mm-hmm.
Is that you, Nonny?
Probably.
Cool.
Don't worry. When Glenn becomes famous for inventing like some sort of jet-powered mop, like all of this will be available on YouTube, so that his billions of fans can.
I'm offended that you've summed up my personality and gone, what might he invent? And it's a mop. It's just a fancy mop.
It's a mop with an engine attached to it, Glenn. Like
That's how
I'm
dull you think I am.
fundamentally boring, but you get there quicker than other people.
I'm just going to move us onto the interlude screen so no one has to listen to this quite tragic conversation. We'll be back in 10 minutes, team.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
interrupted me. Welcome back. So we are all gonna die.
Shall
I say
Spoilers.
4,
except
3.
except for Noddy, who is
Two.
playing the Eldritch Horrors. She might not die.
I might not die. And we don't know.
Got it.
So where we left off, you guys had broken a window in the dining room to escape from a fire,
Yeah,
and were jumping out
yes,
into the
everyone
garden.
watching this, you will
Yeah.
die at some point. Death is inevitable.
Fabulous.
Good night.
Walking.
It's in
an
slow
absolute
motion. Like it's going do.
No, only James is in slow motion. We're all walking normally.
Yeah. And walking to the front gate.
Moment all four of you are
And
out
it all
of
goes
the
well,
dining room.
and we fine.
You look back in through the window, and everything looks back to normal again.
I'm just gonna grab Ron Waffle. Detective Waffle.
Yeah.
Like I'm like
Everyone
grabbing him
gets
by
there
the,
10 minutes before me.
what's the word, by the shoulders and like sides of his
Lapels.
arms. Like hold no not by the that's like this. I'm like grabbing him like by the sides of his arms there. So like Detective
Even the
Waffle,
window?
like I found something. I think it might be like useful and stuff.
Hello.
Okay, so
I have a question about the walking.
Mhm.
yeah.
Are you going around stuff, or are you going as the crow flies?
Oh, we're going through.
I mean, what's the
hedges.
garden-
Keep
what's the
walking.
garden
Keep
like?
walking and tell me as we walk.
And
And also don't touch me ever again.
One sec. Let me find a
I'm not
page.
climbing through bushes. But I'm gonna walk over
Forwards.
the door.
Like an absolute madman, we go, no, that is a straight line. That is the way we're going. I'm just going to blindly walk through the bush like I think I'm a ghost, and then realise midway through that I'm probably not.
No, not after the bars.
So I imagine So there would have been two windows
We're not walking
in
through
the
bushes.
dining room. I imagine you went out the one on the side of the room, so you wouldn't
No,
go
we're not
fully
going through bushes because
the
they'll be
room.
full of
The one
like
that's nearest.
dismembered hands
Yeah.
Yes, you
or
went out the one on the side.
tentacles coming at my
I'm
ass or something like that.
actively avoiding any topiary animals. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah. But the massive topiary penis that's in the corner, that's all fine.
Okay, so there are like
If you tidy up at the base, it'll look even.
okay, so I don't know how well you guys can see
Yeah,
them.
I'm jumping into that.
Oh, that is. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is high quality stream work. I love it.
A big
Okay.
O.
So this is the house.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger.
You guys have come out. You're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to get to here. So, I mean,
All I can.
this is a fountain.
Yeah.
That's the little
Yeah.
well. These are flower beds, and there are also some on this side. I haven't drawn them yet.
Hello, viewers. If you're just tuning in, what you can see is an out of focus map and the head of two middle-aged men who are leaning extremely close to the screen.
I reckon we're round the circle.
And
James, we all know you're going to die at 60.
Oh, you know what?
Just
How
like about-
Dare you? I'm not
I'm heading straight
middle-aged.
for the well. What
Yeah, I
can go
reckon we
wrong?
should go past the fountain and have a look in there.
I'm almost end of age. Thank you.
Is it a fountain or a well?
Via the fountain.
there is a fountain and a well.
Mm.
Ah.
I think I started trying to explain something to Ron Waffle, and
No,
I
we're
got
going
still
down.
lost
We're
in
straight to the
in
door.
the brouhaha. So like Detective Waffle, like I found out that like the house it like doesn't like irons and stuff. You know, like irons like the like not the thing you make your clothes flat with, but like the like the metal. And I looked in like a bathroom, and there's no iron like anywhere at all. I just cannot find any iron. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like
Metal.
crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, so like I was thinking if we could like find some iron, and if the house doesn't like iron, then maybe the house will like stop being like stupid and crazy.
Yeah,
and,
this is all fucking crazy.
super like weird. Yeah, well, I was thinking about that as well, and the gates, like the on the way out, like they're made of like.
Yeah, let's
iron.
just try and leave.
But like, don't you think that's like weird? It's like super weird. So the only thing that is like
Well,
iron
that's very
is the thing
observant
that,
of you,
like,
Brad. Well
like,
done.
separates like this house from like the rest of like the real like nice world where like nothing is like super weird.
Oh, I love Brad's optimism. Right,
Are you talking quietly to Rob?
I never talk quietly,
Okay.
and
I've
my
heard,
character is being loud as well.
yeah, I've heard all of this, and I was trying to walk through the garden in a way that kept me out in the open as much as possible, away from things that things could be hiding in. That's what I'm doing. But at the same time, I hear all of this and I kind of stop, and I go, oh, for fuck's sake.
What is it? You can tell us.
Oh, God. Oh, like,
Have you done a poo?
iron, like,
Sorry.
looks sort of old grey colour metal.
Yes, that is iron.
Are you a chemistry teacher? Please tell me you're a chemistry teacher.
No, I'm a. What did I say I was? I am a generic science teacher.
That's me. And
You better start fucking lecture about alloys now, Glenn.
and I
Please don't. Please.
Who told you about this?
Patrick, you know the really cool like bus driver guy that we made
Oh,
best
fuck,
friends
oh,
with.
fuck. Right, I kind of stole a little thing. It looks like an angry screaming face on a chain, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So I left it in my room. It's locked in a box. But maybe that's it.
Yeah, he was like super angry. That got like stolen.
Yeah,
He
it's
was, like,
real.
super angry.
It's
Like,
real bad
and he said-
vibes.
He said it like kept him safe from like all the bad stuff. So
What?
Yeah,
What's
it was
keeping
like- it
me
was like-
safe.
maybe because he
Because you.
left it locked in the box.
Hey, look. don't
'Cause it's
put
in a
yourself
box in your
aside.
room.
She's doing her best.
Fuck off, Bob.
Okay.
No. And I
Bob is not even slightly offended by that.
But
take a little, I
Maeve,
take a little key from like a
Maeve,
bracelet that I've got, and I go, look, we can go back inside and get it, but maybe we just smash up the fence.
let's smash up the fence first. Maeve, stealing things is wrong, but you are also correct. Shut the fuck up, Bob.
Well, look, I don't think we should be condoning stealing. However, if,
Did you
we
not hear what I
continue,
said, Bob?
Despite the harassment, endlessly being patient. However, despite the fact that stealing is wrong and you shouldn't do it, in this case, I'm very happy that you were honest with the group.
I'm assuming everyone else has walked off towards
everyone else,
the
everyone
gate and left Bob
Eve-
chatting.
Even Brad.
Okay, so you're heading towards the gate.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is the plan.
Okay, so the gate, similarly to when you two tried it earlier, you two being Bob and Maeve.
Oh yeah,
The
we've
gate-
already tried to go.
Yeah. It doesn't appear to even be locked. It just simply does not move. Now,
Oh, yeah, we
okay,
got
I'm gonna kind of give you a bit of evidence because I feel like because Bob, you have an incredibly photogenic memory, don't you?
I don't want your
Photogenic.
pity
Not
evidence.
photogenic.
It looks beautiful. It's great selfies.
Yeah.
Um,
He remembers looking better in pictures than he does. That's what a photogenic memory is.
So, yeah. Bob,
What's that?
you might remember something because I feel. How skeptical are you still feeling?
I'm beginning to come round to the idea that something might be wrong at this point.
What gave it away, Bob? Was it the giant pig monster?
That was an alarm bell. I'm going to be honest. In my normal suburban life, giant pig monsters don't tend to happen.
Yeah, so it's like every other Sunday, right? It's pretty rare.
So, Bob, you remember a specific quirk of something that was said when you first arrived. As you were being offered the drinks, you remember that the wording from Nikki was that she was glad to offer her hospitality for your enjoyment this weekend. And upon reflection, that starts to feel less like a platitude and more like a deal.
But I think several people didn't have it.
No, some of you weren't going to, and then somebody spiked it, so everyone did.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
See when Maeve spat it out, I was like, oh fuck, that's that thing gone.
Have to come with a new piece of evidence for this game.
And then James was like, nope.
I will, if anyone will listen to Bob, I will relay that to the group.
I will. Do you guys want that to be a clue?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we're still gonna die anyway, so I'm fine with that.
Cool. So, Glenn, what energy are you getting back? Body or spirit?
I'll take body all the time.
Tim G, you're actually
I'm
completely
fine.
okay.
I'm having a lovely time.
Tim B,
I'm taking a body, so I've got 5 and 2.
cool, and James. Cool, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, in fact. Now, so quick question: how much of a fucking TED talk do you guys want about the fate of iron railings during World War II?
Full talk. I'm expecting a lecture. Bob is very interested. I am imagining there's lectures playing on in his head.
Yeah. So, one thing that people may have noticed walking in Britain, you know, when you go past an old house that has a low wall in front, sometimes you'll see these little knobs of iron in the walls. That is because those walls used to have iron fences on them. During World War II, however, those railings were then appropriated for manufacturing, for like weapons and ammunition. And so that is why you see those little nubs. The railings that were non-essential were used for the war effort. That something like that seems to have happened with this railing, with this gate, because there's clearly the oldest parts of it are like the bare bones of a gate. But there are ornamentation on it. There is ornamentation on it that looks a good deal newer. And it doesn't look like it's maybe been fully secured to the rest of the gate. It looks like it's quite flimsy. It wouldn't be easy to get off, to get a little bit of it off, but it's not been welded down or even really bolted much. It looked like it could be fiddly, it could be difficult, but possible to take a little bit of iron off of it.
I will help.
Same.
Okay.
What I'm imagining is the two of us just really gripping onto something, just really giving it a good pull together. You know what I mean? Just really, really go to town on it.
I'm going to get you both to give me a body roll. 1.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Hey, the first time
Yeah.
we've rolled well.
And I will also roll a 1
Oh,
and a 3. That's a 4. That's not a bad thing. That's. Oh, we're not dead. 9 or 10. 9 or 10. Isn't it? Oh no!
I love the idea that James just absolutely nailed it there, and then Tim's character comes along and just fucks the entire thing up.
Yeah. My character has somehow been possessed by the spiders at some point. Just reached over to the iron and then it just all bursts out of him.
Okay, so you're all about to die. I'm so
This
sorry.
is the
That's
opposite of
fine.
an anti-climax. This is a great climax. The thing about these movies is they're always best when all of the characters die, and it's very,
Yeah.
very rare that.
And how hilarious would it be that we just figured out the house's weakness? We just get some iron and then we all die.
Yeah, right. Love it.
Okay, so now, Ron. So you're working on a bit that's kind of within arm's reach. And it's kind of bolted in, but you're able to sort of kind of unscrew it. It's quite rusty, but you're able to get this little piece of iron, a little twirly bit, off of the gate. But Brad, however, has decided that he wants the really big bit that's up near the top.
I always love him big.
So you climb the gate. And you climb right up to the top, and almost for a second, it feels like you could jump down onto the other side and make a break for it. And as this thought passes through your head, a vine wraps around your ankle and yanks you down.
He's oiled up as well, so he slips right off.
You hear a snap because your foot was kind of wedged into the gate as your ankle breaks. And it starts to drag. This vine is coming. It's like a long vine of a rose bush that's kind of dragging you back towards one of the flower beds.
As I get pulled in, my character just screams, "At least I leave a sexy corpse!"
As you get closer, more and more of these vines start to wrap around various different limbs, not all pulling you quite towards the same bit. They're digging into your skin, leaving deep gashes. Eventually, you get to the soil, and these vines start to pull you under. The soil doesn't give off as much resistance as it really should, but it feels thick when it starts to enter your throat. And from your body, you feel your own roots start to burst through.
Oh, should I the
as
fucking
you
wine?
become another part of the garden. Now, the three of you on the other.
Good.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you guys can
Sorry,
do
guys.
absolutely anything.
Climbing up the
you
fence.
want.
That's
No,
start
but
climbing up the
they're
fence
doing
to try and
exactly what they
escape.
want, which is not save Brad.
Can I just quickly do something? We all stand there doing literally nothing to help save Brad. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna.
Wait, what? Waiting
grab-
to come up?
Yeah, none of us wanted to help
We
him.
did it about half an hour ago.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket, get my wallet out, and go. Well, fuck this, and then I'm gonna take a
gonna
little
sort of
slip
put
of
my
paper and put it on my
hands
tongue.
like this for
There you
Maeve
go.
to put her foot
At
on,
least I'll
so
die
can
as I
push her
live.
further up the gate.
Ah,
and
cheers!
just say-
Right,
and just
I'm
say,
scrambling up the
Go,
gate.
be free. You were the second daughter I never had.
You're
I
really creepy, but
I had did it half
You're
an hour
like-
ago.
you're nearly the creepiest thing in this house.
After
Okay, so I
Brad
have a
and
quick
Ron, right?
question. Are all three of you gonna die in the garden?
I'm climbing up the gate.
No, it's your time. No. Okay, by that I mean, are the two of you? I already know how Maeve's dying.
Oh no!
After I boost Maeve up, I'm just gonna make a break for the room that I know the locket's in. I'm going to run for Maeve's room as a last-ditch attempt.
No, I'm gonna.
Okay, cool. So, Maeve, you make it to the top of the gate. Actually, with very little resistance. It's quite an easy climb,
I'm
actually.
kind of running back to the house so I can use a bit of
you
iron
swing
to
your
beat
legs
Nick and
round,
with.
and you jump to land down on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But as you do, a tree by the gate seems to almost like it's being moved by a wind that you can't see. But as you fall, the branches wrap around your neck. And with a snap, Maeve is gone.
Ah, I knew you were going to ask that.
When you can't feel, fuck off.
If you ever, James, you've clearly never played Mahjong, have you?
Okay.
The wind is light.
But what
That's a bird.
kind of wind
That's a
can you
bird.
see?
So the two of you are legging it to the house, yes?
Yeah.
So, going in through the front door. Now, the entrance hall at this point, you can see the paintings on the walls moving. They're obviously in pain, but their movements are restricted as you see the brush strokes sort of morph with them. Now, who wants to die first, Ron or Bob?
Yeah, I think Ron
Bob,
should have
okay.
a final showdown. There's no way Bob... It would be funny if Bob, the only one who doesn't believe any of this is happening, died last, though.
Yeah.
I think Bob should die first.
Like, oh wait, this is real. Blam.
Please.
Okay, so Bob, you start to climb the stairs up to Maeve's room. Now, similarly to when
as
when
Ron
Brad
shoots him.
was feet sink into them like you're trying to climb a sand dune. With each step, it feels like something in the wood, which now is soft and pliable, it seems to be trying to crawl up your legs. But with effort, you can make it up the stairs. But as your foot suddenly hits the solid ground of the upper landing, it feels like there's resistance. Reaching down to kind of touch your own leg, you feel it smear away, like almost like it's made of half-dried paint. But with staggering steps, you do make it to Maeve's room. I'm gonna check something because I'm very glad you're going into a bedroom in Deadly. So you burst into the room, you slam the door behind you, and you make your way to the wardrobe where she kept the box. The box is indeed sitting there. You unlock it, and you see a small charm of an eye, that's like a little sheet of iron that's been beaten into a slightly concave shape. So you pick it up and you cling a hold onto it. But as you do, it just disintegrates in your hand. Turning around, you see that the curtains on the window have not been drawn, and there's a face in the window. It's long and bony, and its eyes are wide, and thin, greasy hair sticks to pasty skin on a nearly bald head. You can't see a neck or a body because the darkness outside is so complete, but as you look, it begins to smile, revealing a mouth of needle-like teeth. A skeletal hand reaches from the darkness, long, ragged, discolored fingernails, and lifts up the window. As the window lifts, you feel a strong wind start to blow, and once it opens fully, you are sucked out of the room and out into the dark void. Bob is dead.
I love it.
Ron. So, as you enter into the hallway, Bob has legged it up the stairs, but you, however, you see a flash of blonde hair in the library. Where is the library? I need to check. You guys didn't really go into the library much, so
Yeah. Only one of the characters here really would.
That
go
seems
into the
like an
library,
oversight
so
on
that's
our
fine.
part, really.
I stole a book and sat in a nook.
Yeah, you did.
That is fair. That I meant you anyway.
It rhymes, so it must be true.
Okay.
I've had a
Bob
good
would
look.
go to a library. He would just read the same copy of Angels and Demons over and over and over again.
Bob would do crosswords.
Okay, so you burst into the library, and Nikki is standing there. Okay.
With a bit of iron in one hand. I want brandishing it as a weapon so that if I can see her, I can try and slam it into her.
You've been in that
As I'm
situation
starting to
before,
trip.
James.
All right. Okay, so here's the thing. I have never taken a
yes, I
hallucinogen,
have.
so I am going to try my best, but I might be incredibly off base.
It's your universe. Don't
Also,
worry.
Anything that wouldn't happen when you're tripping is made up for all the eldritch horrors going on anyway.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay,
god!
so-
Oh my god! I'm seeing like crazy eldritch warriors. Yeah, that's not you.
That's
not-
not the drugs.
That's
Yeah. Oh, you didn't take any acid, did you?
So
No.
you burst in. Nikki is standing with her back to you, and it's difficult to really focus on exactly where she is. Do you say anything to her?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I didn't think you'd ask follow-up questions. I say.
I should have thrown that plate at you when I had the chance.
I say, all four of the purple elephants who came with me tell me you should die.
So
Yeah, who's freaking weird now?
So Nikki turns, and as she turns, she begins to change. She starts spouting extra limbs, and distorting until what was this sort of very well put together blonde woman instead stands in front of you as a spider of gigantic proportions. You hear her
Cool.
voice, but it's not coming from the spider. It's sort of emanating from all around you. Is her very pleasant voice saying, "It seems like you've had a difficult night. Maybe you should take a rest." As the spider begins to advance. Now, as the spider does advance, these long, spindly legs, tap, 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 tap on the floor. And it stares at you with its beady little eyes, and it's Clarissa. Snap.
It's what? Sorry, it's what? It's
Clarissa.
yes, a woman gave me that to me in uni.
I had to look
Lonnie,
up
we're
some
going to need you to explain it all.
Yeah, we go. That's what I was waiting
Yeah.
for.
mandible.
I like mandibles.
Yeah, the little mandible jaw things are called Clarissa. I had to look up actual spider anatomy in order to write this bit, and I am incredibly arachnophobic. So
In that case,
Did you accidentally hit Google Images at any point? And just,
I had to hit Google Images to make sure that I was talking about the correct parts.
With the greatest respect, Nani, you didn't have to put spiders in the game when you control the game and you're arachnophobic.
I really wanted to, but anyway. But okay.
This is actually exactly the same as the final scene of the new Spider-Man movie, actually.
You jump on this spider, and you realize as you make contact on its abdomen, it is gravid. If you don't know what gravid means, that means its entire abdomen is currently swarming with its babies. Yeah.
How would he tell?
So, the large spider does indeed scream as you hit it. It's definitely doing damage. It does not like what it's doing, but still, you're defeating the big one. But there is still the thousands, and these are babies, but they are still venomous, and they are swarming over every inch of you. As you yelled, "Spider cunt!" some even managed to make it into your mouth and are biting and nipping. And you can feel coldness spreading from each bite. It almost feels like a relief when the venom turns your skin numb because you can no longer feel the little scuttling legs all over you. As the words leave your mouth as a rasp, the venom finally hits the heart, and Ron is dead.
John is
I
dead.
saw Bob, and I got confused.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Brad, Ron, Bob. Maeve is the only one who's slightly different.
Yeah.
So everyone is dead. The
Oh,
house has claimed another set of victims.
Out of interest, then, what were the other clues?
So the other clues. So there was the fact that so the one that you got was basically you got iron, and also that this is why I kind of gave you, because I didn't want to give you two at once, with the iron and the fact that this guy was human and willing to help, which was why you kind of got the iron at the gate with me just no, not the iron at the gate. It's why you got the why I just kind of said about the deal.
Right, yeah.
That was the other one. Where did I write them down? Where are they? Clues. There we go. Weak to iron. Deal was made. So if you had looked closer at the portraits that were in the hallway, you would have seen Marvin there. That previous victims are sometimes trapped in these portraits, and you could have destroyed them or done something with those to sort of weaken what it can do. The well was also going to be important. So if you'd have gotten the iron and chucked that down the well, or in some way disrupted or destroyed the well, that would have also helped. Mini buttons human. You did actually kind of get the one of. You actually got three. I forgot to.
Well, and what a difference that made.
That eating the food and drink of the house binded you further to it.
Oh yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So.
You guys, now it's done. I will reveal my secret, which will be, after Bob's denial all the way through, will just be an extra kick in the teeth, which is that before I came on the retreat, obviously I'm an avid crossword enthusiast, and the day before I left, I was filling out a crossword, and one clue was Highlands, and every single other clue just had the word death when I filled out the crossword. But I just assumed that it was my workmates fucking around with me, so I came anyway.
And my secret was that I nicked a weird talisman off the bus driver.
My secret was that my family's money came from a deal with the devil.
That's good.
Have you seen?
This is your fault.
Have you seen the film Ready or Not?
No, is it in that great oeuvre of very low budget horror movies where they take a normal game that people play while drinking and just turn it into a horror movie?
No, it's better than that. It's better than Truth or Dare and all those ones.
Yeah.
It's in the great genre of films that I call films where Samara Weaving goes around killing loads of people.
Oh yeah, that's a lovely genre.
but it's about this family who believe that they made a pact with the devil, and they whenever and the only and they're like a board game manufacturers.
For you,
and they
Ron,
became
it's been
really, really big. And they all genuinely believe that the reason they've become really, really big is because they made this deal with the devil.
In slow motion.
And the deal is that whenever somebody new joins the family, they have to play a board game. And the board game is picked by this like random mystery box, and a card just comes out. But if they get hide and seek, then it becomes like The Purge. And so and Samara Weaving marries into this family, picks hide and seek, and then has to survive the night as everyone goes around. And it's this mix of people that do it because they love the killing, and people that do it because they genuinely think that if they don't do it, they'll be cursed by the devil. But it's really funny, like in a really twisted, murdery way.
Well, thanks for joining the stream, everyone. That was
Film reviews.
that was Tim Goose reviews films with the opening act was.
I thought we'd finished. I thought we were just chatting.
Guys, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, until we tell you that we're not live, Tim, we're still live.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining the stream. Next week will not be a horror. It might be a horror. We don't know. It's going to be.
Noddy got so bored she started knitting.
Popping his.
We're still live,
DMing Cherry. He is going to be doing his first ever games mastering ever in his life, and he's going to be doing it on stream. I thoroughly recommend you come and join him, because I think games are better when he isn't playing a character. I
Games Master.
If this is the first time you've seen it, or you're catching up on YouTube, do check us out next week. It'll be the last stream of March. Come and join us next week at 6:30 on Sunday, UK time. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and joining. Thank you, Nonny, for an absolutely wonderful adventure.
Bye.
Thanks, Nonny.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.